So our alliance uses staggered and capped rallies. So this is the rally order for tonight. And you can see there's about 5 people per call time. So the 30 minutes is right when the bear opens. The bear is 30 minutes long. And so you can see from this that I call it 2,700. So, and we have 100,000 joiner cap. So I have already set all my squads, my joiner squads, to 100,000. And I set them based on troop quantity instead of ratio, so that it doesn't change. So I will call at 2,700, but others will call right now, and we join from the top down. So I'm going to join Lays and then Anna Masters, and I'm joining with no heroes. Hold on. Guys, Samson. Thank you. And so I join Lays and Anna Masters. I don't know where the other people are. So I don't know where Fior, Hestia, and Sweet Bunny are. They're normally here and on time, so that's a little weird. Huh. Well, this is going to be a bad example, but this is what happens when sometimes with bear, right? Like we have people, and I can, while I'm waiting, we do a vote to see who is going to be there for bear. And then that way we only count the people who say they're going to be here. So it's unusual for us to have this many people not show. There's Fior. So Fior was late, but she's here. And then the next group of people is going. And I always join from the top down. I don't have to leave the page to find out who joined recently, but I sometimes do. What time was mine? Call time? 27 even. So when the bear clock right here says 2700, I will call my rally, and it's 27, 37, 36, 35 right now. So when it hits 27, I will call my rally. And because we already have 6 rallies, nobody's going to join my rally until these other rallies get back, and they will join them in order. So even though I am the strongest person at this bear trap right now, they can't just go and join my rally immediately. They have to join other people's rallies first. And the reason we do it this way is it increases the number of rallies. If you cherry pick, you will hit 6 rallies every 5 minutes, because you're cherry picking the highest rallies, the rallies that have the highest number of rally capacity, and you're picking those rallies, and you're not going to all of as many rallies as you can. So if we do 58 rallies this time, I haven't done the math, so I don't know how many we'll do. I expect to be in 58 rallies. Whereas if you cherry pick and you only do the top 6 rallies every time, then you'll probably only be in 30 rallies max. 6 rallies times 5, 30. And whereas I can be in double that number. And, we don't have as many people. An ideal number for this to work really, really well is about 20. You get very many more than 20, and it gets a little bit more chaotic and crazy. You can still score pretty high, but it does get a little bit more chaotic. An ideal number is about 20, and you'll see when the first rally will hit in 27, 24 seconds. And after it hits and my troops come back, I'm going to join Checo's rally. And then I'm going to join Baby Emily's. And then I'm going to join Pocoyo's and Wooka's and Dios's in this order. So I've already hit all these rallies, and then I'm going to hit all of these rallies. And that's why we do the staggered rallies top down. And we use a cap because that way everybody gets in more rallies. So we should be close. There we go. So I'm going to come over here and get ready and just join the rallies as my troops come back. And again, I'm going top down. So as soon as I see, troops have returned to the city, I'm going to join the next rally. And this is where that gap was, where normally we would have Fior and all those other people that were supposed to call in the first round. We would normally be coming back from their rallies. Obviously, we have a lull because they didn't join when they were supposed to. So there's going to be a lull between and then we usually stagger a minute and a half between rally times, just because some of the people on the far outside of the trap, like in the third and fourth row, they sometimes struggle to get back in time. And so we want to make sure that they have time to get back and then get to the next rally on the list. And you can see right now, Pocoyo, there's less than a minute before his rally launches. And that's the goal. You want to be joining the next rally less than a minute before it launches. That's, if you have your timing really well, then you will join a rally at the beginning. You'll have a wait for the first 5 minutes. And then for the rest of the time, you might have an occasional lapse where you don't have a rally joined. And you see I'm already starting over at Lay. Lay was the first person who called a rally. And so I've already joined her next rally, and she's 3 minutes out. And here's Anna Masters. Let me check and see what my rally leaves. 27. So I can hit 3 rallies before I have to go launch mine. So I'm going to join Fior's, Extremes, and just the Zeds. And then I'm going to go do mine. I think I have one more. It might be close because I can't remember who that last rally was. And so if the march to the trap is long, yeah, their march was a little long. So my rally had already gotten back before I. And so this is how we do it. And we'll keep going. So let's come back over here. So we're at the 21-minute mark. I have a minute and 40 till my next rally because we did have that gap. So, and let's check my damage rating. So my damage right now is at 2.3. And let's see how many marches I'm in. And so far I have been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So in the first 9 minutes, I was in 12 rallies. And, you know, we're missing a couple of people. I don't think Hestia and Sweet Bunny have joined. So we're missing those two. And I don't remember seeing Crashed either. Maybe he's there, but I don't remember seeing him. Jay, Wooka, Dio, Slay, Animaster, Fjord. Yeah, he's just joined this alliance, so we're missing 3 people, and I've already completed 12 rallies, and it's just now hitting 10 minutes, and so I'm about to do 12 more rallies. So you end up doing a lot more rallies this way. Of course, it works out a lot better if you have about 20 people that participate in the trap. I've done it with more, and if you really have to get the timing down well and have the trap organization really clean in order for it to be the most effective if you have a lot more people. But I will come back and do a final video at the end I'm not going to make you watch 30 minutes of bear trap, but I will come back at the last couple of rallies and just show you the score and what the score has done since then. The problems with no-shows is we set the capacity based on how many people were coming. So you see, nobody is at capacity for their rallies. So a lot of times what we end up having to do is go in and up it in the middle, which can be really frustrating for people. So we have stopped doing that. If we set it at 100,000, we will leave it unless the members of the trap say, like, hey, I'd really like to increase it, because they have to go back and redo all their squads. And it's real easy. The way I do my squads it's real easy because I divide the number of available archers by the number of marches I have. After I subtract my march with the boost, with the buffs, from the number of available archers, and then hold on. Multitasking is difficult for me. I'm not the best at it. And then I do 1,000 infantry, and then 5,000 lancers, and then if our joiner cap is 110, I add 10,000 more lancers. If it's 120, I add 20,000 more lancers. So you see all of these, none of these are full because we were expecting 3 more people, which would put this at 1592. And of course, those 3 people, they voted that they would be here, but they didn't come. And so everybody's rally is about 300,000 people short. So I know one of the people that joined our alliance a couple of transfers ago, they just do first ring, second ring, third ring, and they leave it at 100,000 all the time. And that is an option. And a lot of people opt to do that. But your score is not going to be as high if you leave it at 100,000 and you only have 12 joiners as it would be if you had it at 100,000 and there were 20 joiners, right? Or 20 people participating. So that's why we adjust our rally cap every time. And I try to show people how to set it up so that it's fast and easy for them to do. And I think I've done a video on that. I will go back and double check. I know I did one on setting up squads, but I don't know if I specifically set up bear squads or not. So maybe I'll let me know if you think that would be helpful if I haven't done that yet. And we're down to the last 10 minutes, and I'm currently at 7.5. And we all have one more rally to go, right? So we are doing our second to last rallies right now. And then they'll all hit in the next couple of minutes. And then we'll all launch our last rally of the game. So with my rally right now, because my rally is not full, my rally is hitting about 800,000 for me right now. So I will probably get 9. I might hit 10. We're in that weird gap. You can see Lay down here. Lay and Anna Master have just called their rallies, but there's that gap because the other people didn't call their rallies. And I might hit 10 because I have at least 12 more rallies to go, and I think I actually have 18 more rallies to go. If I'm doing my math correctly in my head, I have 18 rallies. These 6 plus the 12 for all of us. So yeah, I think I should hit 10. And the other thing I like, it can be a little stressful when you have a lot of rallies and there's like a lot of motion, and every time one comes back, you're trying to join the next one, and you're rushing because especially if there's more people than will fit in a rally, you are racing other people to get into that rally. Right now, it's a really kind of relaxed time because I'm going to make every rally because they're not filling up. But if it were a more competitive time, it could get stressful because I would be getting a lot of, that rally is full, or you have too many people, those kinds of things, and that can be stressful. And then you might miss rallies of you might not get in the whales rallies every time, and that upsets people. But again, even if you miss the whales rally, your score's still going to be higher than if you cherry pick and only go to the whales rally. So I still strongly, even if you only have one whale, which we have a couple people who are a little stronger than others. So this is an average member is 285 and Wooka is at 400. Dios is at 476. That's Lay's kind of an average low spin player. And then of course I'm at 525. So I don't actually know what Crashed is. Oh, he's, an average player too. So, it can be really frustrating if you don't get into the whales rally. But if you cherry pick and only go to the whales rally, then you only hit 5 rallies per bear. and you don't score as well. Let's see what my score is right now. 9-7. I can't believe I even thought I might not hit 10. Of course I'm going to hit 10. So that's how we play, and these last few rallies will go. There's still some rallies that I haven't gotten into, so as soon as my people come back, I'll join these rallies also, and that will finish out my rally, and then I will come back and give my final score. So the last rally is hitting right now, and my total damage was 11.8. The next highest was Wooka at 8.27, then Pocoyo, Dios, Extreme, and our lowest score, well, Mid and Punisher, they only joined a handful of rallies. They didn't join them all. Fior, we know she was late, so I think she probably missed one rally. And she is she has 197,000 in power, so she's not even at 2 million in power. And her damage was 4.1 million. So, Punisher, he is up here and he's at 252, but he didn't call any rallies. He joined a few, but he didn't call rallies. So, and then if we come and look here, this was actually my highest damage, was at 933. Most of my damage was in the 800s this time. But you can see how many rallies I joined. Now remember, we only had 12 people. So that's how many rallies I joined with us just having 12 people. And then if we come here, we see that we had 59 rallies total. And I'm not going to go and count how many rallies I joined, but it was a lot. So 2, 4, 6, 7. I might have missed 1 or 2 rallies because I don't do well when I try to multitask. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about this. Some people call it staggered rallies. Some people call it capped rallies. But a lot of alliances are starting it and doing it because it does increase your score.